in this country, in this world, then everyone has their own talent.
Wishing you the best for the day ahead. This is Amanya Noor, newly joined student of English KP. So as we know, there is a debate on today's youth are confused or confident. So India's youth are seriously confused, as on the basis of caste system, inequality of religion, division of class system, we can say
Youths of today are the leaders of tomorrow. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning.
It is I, Yogesh Kumar Gupta, and today we are talking about the question, is youth confident or confused? I say youths are confused. Let me tell you why.
And one of the best example that Narayan Murthy, who is best known for father of IT sector and who is also belong.
Hey guys, this is Sanis, a man of energy, ethics and excitement. India is a country of culture and heritage. We are living in 21st century, the era of technology and information. We can get information by one click.
And most of the people have also opinion like just by adapting a Western culture that we call the modernity.
In a study also, 80% Indian youth are confused and only 20% students are confident. Why? What's the reason behind this? When I talk about the reason, there are many reasons.
It's me, Ravi Kumar, an engineering student of Vinoba University. So I'm standing in front of you to discuss on our youths are confident or confused.
3 billion of population, out of which 70 to 80% are youths. And we can know that our youths are so valuable and it is considered as an asset of our nation. And we can also say that these youth are future of our nation. So could you imagine that our youth are being exported to the abroad because of the hard work, because of the dedication, because of the confidence.
अगर बुलंद हो हौसले तो मुट्ठी में हर मुकाम है. अगर बुलंद हो हौसले तो मुट्ठी में हर मुकाम है. मुसीबतें, चुनौतियाँ और मुश्किलें तो ज़िंदगी में आम है. अगर जिंदा हो तो बाजुओं में रखो लहरों के खिलाफ तैरने का. अगर जिंदा हो तो बाजुओं में रखो ताकत लहरों में खिलाफ तैरने का, क्योंकि लहरों के साथ तैरना तो लाशों का काम है.
A lot of YouTubers are there who don't need any technical degrees. They don't need any computer related degrees to become an YouTuber or to affiliate marketing or to run web pages. Despite this, they are doing very well in the field of internet.
Sharing about my personal experience, like now I'm confused that after my graduation, which college or university should I choose for my further education? Then I'll be confused that whether I'll get my dream job or not.
The major reason of confusion is that we have too many options to choose as compared to our earlier generation. We can pursue our career in different sectors like engineering, medical, law, journalism, BCA, BBA, UPSC, defense and so many. And too many options confuse the youths, as choosing one of them you are closing the other. Talking about the second reason, because of our education system, every year each student is burdened with number of students and each subject we have to prepare viva, project, assignment and so many things. But when it's come to the placement, everybody wants charming personality, aptitude and English speaking skill. But because they are not taught in our education system, we are less confident that we don't have that skills, and because of that 80% of the youths are unemployed right now. Now talking about the next reason, we never taught how to take decisions. Every decision has been taken by our parents, elders, teachers and society. If we take by chance any decision in our life, we have to face the consequences. If we what will happen if you will fail? You have to face the consequences, and we hardly take any bold decision in our life. That's why we are less confident in our areas. Now talking about the personal life. Now earlier all the marriages were arranged by our parents and we don't have that much opportunity to choose our partners. But now today's boys and girls have infinite options to choose their partners, and the reality of modernity is that no relationship is permanent, and that is the problem. Now, I want to ask a question from my worthy opponents. Did you not get confused at the time, at the admission time of your intermediate or graduation? So what should I choose the subject for my stream? Thank you, that's all.
Like our youths are exploring life or career in the every field, like in the education, like in the science and technology, like in the agriculture sector, like in sports and games even also. So with this dedication, now our youths are being, even in the Western countries, we can see that the number of the engineers, number of the doctors in the Gulf countries, and even the nurses also, they are putting services on that particular nations. So we can imagine that how our Indian youths are confident and they are making career in a well way. So if I talk about the confidence of our youth, that if you think that in India, you see that we have the plenty of opportunities to make our career, to explore our career. We have been given number of the things, like if you want to be good in the academic, you can go in the academic. If you want to go in the sports, you can go in the sports. You can have whatever you want, you can go. There are number of the platforms in our country available, and you can make your career by your own choice. Recently, you have heard that day before yesterday, our Defy Olympic players who came after coming with the 18 medal, which is a very historical win-win situation for our country. So what? It is because of the confidence. Even the persons who is not completed, even the God has not given a proper birth to that person. They are somehow they are lagging behind compared to us. So they are competing in the world. Why? Because of the confidence. They are more confident, more and more confident. That's why they are earning the name of our nation. And apart from this you can heard also the project work of the Chandrayaan. You can't imagine that this is the project less than one Hollywood movie. So it is because of only the talent and the confidence of our youth. And 2 days before yesterday, you have also heard that the 5G trial had been conducted at IIT Madras, and this was successfully completed because of the confidence, because of the Indian youth. So I think that in the whole world, Indian youth, Indian students are more precious rather than other part of the countries. Even the most prestigious institution or companies like Microsoft, Google, they are also being ruled, and you can say that the CEO of these companies are Indian. So can't you imagine that our Indian youth are not confused? They are strongly confident, and like I'm giving the best example, like since our birth, our families are being cultivated the confidence since beginning. When we start walking on the 4 leg, gradually we started to stand. Okay, and subsequently we start to step out and run. So it is because of the confidence. Our parents are being cultivated the confidence, and this confidence which is in our blood, in every droplets of our blood running. So you can't imagine that how we are confident. Not I'm talking about even in the only academic. We can do anything. If you can imagine yourself while you are in the home, in the domestic work, you never hesitate to do anything. Okay, if your mother asks, your father asks to do this work, so you never ignore even them. So it is because of the confidence. And even you can say that in youths are putting hard work and to be confident, and even in in our country, like when we reached at the age of 18, we have the right to choose our government. We have the power to express ourselves. Whatever you want to express, you can express, and even you can choose your own career according to your will, or according to your choice. So at last but not least, that confidence is inevitable, but it is present everywhere. Thank you.
Respected sir, ma'am, and my dear friends, good morning to all of you. It's an honor to have this wonderful opportunity to say something in before you all. As we all know that we are all gathered here in order to have a group discussion, and we have been given a very wonderful topic, and for that I'm also so much excited to keep my views in before you all. And the topic is none other than youth are confident or confused. So I would like to highlight some of the points regarding that youth are confused. So firstly, most of the people think like youth are confused as they have number of factors which are responsible for making them confused. Like they blame that rigid education system and financial insecurities as well. As we are told from the childhood, like if you want to survive, if you want to get a better future, so you have to study and you have to get a good marks. So whenever we are in class 10, we have a hurry, like we are pressurized to get a good mark so that we could get admission in intermediate. And while when we are in intermediate, we have a pressure like to get a good marks in order to get admission in colleges, and thereafter we have insecurities to get a better job which contains handsome salaries. And people are just running in order to get a good job and this all thing. But in spite of following their dreams and passion as well as and there is no also like assurance that after getting a good job, getting a better future, you have a certain kinds of happy life, or there will be no any problem regarding your day-to-day lifestyle or like relation and all. That's this kind of problem is not taught in the book or in your syllabus, that you can adapt from experiences or the environment in which you have born. And most of the people have also opinion like just by adapting a Western culture that we call the modernity, they became like they are addicted to following the trending. They are just following to trending videos. They are not aware that whatever their content they are getting from that is that useful or not. So, but I don't think so. According to my perception, what I think that it's okay to be confused because it gives a lot of opportunity to think of. As that is the nature or beauty of a mind if you are confused, because it gives a lot of opportunity to think about various perspectives. But at the same time, we have to know how to handle our confusion level. There should be some clarity about your thought. Because when I think about a confident person, it's just like when I give a simple example, like when we are used to be in the school, whenever we have to attend the examination related to a literature section, while writing the answer, what we do? Generally, in the first, we write introduction, thereafter we put content in the middle, and after we conclude the things. So after concluding, we cannot write some other points to our various perspectives there. It's like, it's okay. Now you are not able to write one more single point there. So it is just like that. The confident person is like such a fanatic or orthodox idiot, and no one wants to live around such a fanatic idiot. Okay, sir. So it's okay to be confused, as I have a lot of opportunity to think of. I can do a lot of things in my life being a confused person, but at the same time, I know how to handle my confusion level. I have my clarity about my thought. That's why I prefer to be a confused person.
Hello to all the confident speakers, and especially hello to all the speakers who are ready to speak confidently against their confidence that lies inside them. Hello. Yeah, hello. So this is Nayan here, and an optimistic, hopeful, bold, sanguine, and optimistic and confident youth. And I'm not doubt that I am favoring youth are confident nowadays, because there are multiple reasons. I will explain that later. So before moving ahead, I would like to wish you all a very fabulous, fantastic, and fruitful morning to all in our present here. Okay, so, and thank you for having me here. Now I'm moving toward the topic that, do you know the data of youth in India? There are around 1,200 millions of youth in the world, and out of which 260 millions are in India, which is around 22% of Indian population. Yeah, and if you think that this is huge, yeah, this is huge, but this is not something we need to worry about, because this is something that is making India as a country of youths. And now talking about the reasons that why I have selected that aspect, that Indian youths are, especially youths are confident nowadays, because we have multiple options nowadays in our life that we can pursue in order to achieve our goal, in order to be successful in our life. Like, if you want to do a government job, you have multiple options. If you want to move towards private sector, you have a lot of MNCs running throughout the world. If you want to start your startups, you are welcome. Government is supporting you. And if you want to earn through social media, there are multiple platforms available where you can earn by showing your skills. And because today's youths are confident, because today it is not only about doctors and engineers. You can do whatever and you can earn from that. Whether you have money, you can use your skill and multiply your money on your stock market. There are options available. And whether you know anything like that, if you know cooking, you can use your skill on making others learn on YouTube. You can earn from there. There are multiple options. And if you guys are thinking that options are bad, no, my friend, options are really good, because it gives you the opportunity to choose from the best one for you. And now I would like to move towards the second thing, that most of you might be thinking that parents generally force their aims on us. They generally don't think about our interest. They generally pay interest on our interest. But I would like to say that if you are thinking like that, then you must be living a decade ago from now, because it was done in 2012, not in 2022. Today's parents are supporting their children to pursue whatever they want. You can see the examples. If I talk about only women's side, because you can see the change. Today, women is ruling the country, ruling the world by being a leader, and not only ruling, it is actually serving the country in uniform. They are flying planes. They are just they are showing their talent. They are proving themselves with their confidence only, right? If they don't have confidence, how will they do that? I've taken only examples of women because you can clearly compare with the past and today's world. If you take the example of women. Now I would like to move towards the next thing, that if you think that there is lack of guidance and awareness in youths, but if you think like that, I must say that you are completely diverting your mind towards a wrong way. Because today we have multiple options from where we can get guidance, from where we can get awareness regarding whatever we want to do. Like, we have our parents. They are supporting us not only financially but also mentally. They are 24 available for us. 24/7 available for us, and not only our parents, but there are our seniors, elders, our teachers, our mentors, our friends who are continuously guiding us.
Conclusion, please.
Yeah, so I'd like to conclude that if you are really thinking that you are confused about your career and all, this means just because of having options, this means that you are running away from doing hard works. Because those who don't do hard works, they are really making excuse that I am confused. But they are not, because youth have the capability to do whatever they want to do, and they have the chance nowadays that they can pursue not only in education sector, but also in sports sector, but also in whatever the trend that are going on nowadays. Especially if you know how to play games, and if you like playing games, you can earn by playing games on social media. And okay.
Next.
They have to survive, or they have to go through many mind problems also. They have to face society, they have to face what their parents say to do them, and they are focusing on, not on their interest, they are focusing on their what the others are doing, what the others are going for, what the trend is going on. So they choose whether it is education, whether it is aim, whether it is interest of zone, whether it is life also. Talking about their career, they also used to see other people's what they are doing to give a shortcut. They take shortcut to be a success, to have a success. Now my point is that confusion, mostly there are in some rural areas, the education system is very down. As we can see, the youths are not getting that much higher education in comparison to the western areas, western worlds also. We can see the modern cities and modern world is using higher quality of education, but in rural areas they are not getting that much education system, and they are not able to find out their main career. They are in rush to have a success. So in regard that, as I regard, and I'll talk about myself, I'm also the confused one, as when I cleared my intermediate, I was little bit confused. I have to choose BCom or BBA. I was very much confused, and I was taking some suggestion from others as regarding to the teachers, my parents also, but as I followed them, that's why I'm in BCom. So I am the confused one. Now moving on to my conclusion is that in today's life, the youth has to be their mindset about their interest, not about what the others are doing, what the trend is going on, what they have to achieve. They have to be in their own way, or they have to be in their own career. That's why, that's all about my perspective. Thank you.
That earlier it isn't be like that. In this era, people can get anything, whatever they want. And our country, basically we are talking about youth of our country. In India, there are highest percentage of youth, if I talk about youth. And 27.4% of youth belong to the age group of 15 to 29 years. And next 70% of youth belong to under 40 years. So if I talk about the especially youth, there are three categories of youth in our country. One, the first one who doesn't care about their career and growth. They even don't thinking about their career because they are above just 15 years and they don't think about much serious about their career. And the second one, the youth who are exploring different field of their life. They don't sure about their career. It doesn't mean that they are confident or confused. They are exploring, like they want to be something, they are exploring for a little bit, they went to that particular field, they experienced it. And the third category, who are confident enough, they know that what they want to be, they know the existence of their life. So how can we understand this? Let me give you an example. That suppose that you went to a mall and you went there and you want to buy a shirt. So you went there and you tried different colors shirt in mirror. You look at the mirror and you thought that am I handsome looking in this particular shirt or not? You tried different size of the shirt. And after this scenario, you're able to figure out that particular shirt suits on me. So I want to talk about that confusion is not the right word. It's a negative word. You can use the right word is exploration. And exploration is just one step behind the confident. After getting all this shirt, after analyzing all this shirt, you are able to find out that particular shirt suits on me. It means you are confident enough that this particular field suits on me. So after all, I want to talk about, if you're not, anybody is there who went to the mall and just from the outside the mall, they look at the shirt and they thought that this shirt I'll buy. They are confident enough and they explore different field. They are living others' perspective of life too. And I want to tell you that if you mistakenly, if you choose one field that is not in your interest, you will regret your whole life that why I choose this particular field. And there are many examples in our country that there are politicians, there are actors, there are singers who did first of all in their education in different field, and after that they switched their interest, but they are not regretting, because in fact they are considered as a 2-degree holder, because we say proudly, like Sushant Singh Rajput, we say proudly that he was an engineer, we say proudly, and after that he became an actor. So exploring is a good thing. It's not a confusion. It's a state of living your different perspective. So that's all from my side, guys.
Hello everyone. Hello. Before initiating the topic, I would like to say thank you to Tasin Raja sir and ma'am who give me opportunity to stand here and speak. And also I would like to say thank you to all the students of English Cafe here. As far as my opinion are concerned, Indian youth are confused. In a study also, 80% Indian youth are confused and only 20% of students are confident. Why? What's the reason behind this? When I talk about the reason, there are many reasons. They don't follow they don't follow their own goals. They follow their parents' goals. Lack of confidence. They focus on shortcuts to temporary success. There are many reasons for confusion. And we know that India is a developing country, so that there are many opportunities to get success. But when we talk about a skill required to grab those opportunities are very limited. A student who have successfully completed their graduation are not that much knowledgeable to guide their youngster. If anyone want to become an officer, they are don't able to give their suggestion. Yeah, and when I talk about the social media is also playing a vital role to rule the youth of life. Why? Because when we go through social media, there are a lot of suggestions and lot of rules and regulations are available. At that time, we are not able to choose which one is better for us. Yeah, so that's all about me. Indian youths are confused, and when I talk about my conclusion, Indian youth are confused because they don't able to choose which one is right and which one is wrong. So we have to focus on one goal instead of different, because in India there are lots of opportunity to get success. So instead of a lot of opportunity, we have to focus on goal to become a success. Yeah, that's all about it.
So it's me Ravi Kumar, an engineering student of Vinoba University. So I'm standing in front of you to discuss on our youths are confident or confused. So in my point of view, youths are totally confident, because when I talk about earlier age, means if I talk about before 20 years, there are a few sectors where youths were working. But in this current age, means in this current time, means you can watch everywhere there are only youths. Means youths are ruling in this current era. Okay, so this shows youths are confident, because when even the most students after completing 10th, even before 10th, they have decided to do what they have to do. Means they have to do MBBS or engineering. So they started to take coaching, means they have decided to do means to take coaching like Fiji, and most of the students have taken coaching from Kota. So it shows that the students and the youths are very confident. And when I talk about our government is complete, means our government are ready, always ready to take to face against China, Pakistan, and even America on the basis of our defense. And in defense sector there are most of in defense sector they are youths. As you see, our senior I don't know his name. So actually I'm from engineering sector. So we as you know that engineers never study in the whole semester. because they have confidence. They have confidence to clear exam within 15 days. So I can say, youths are definitely confident, and this confidence shows in everywhere in clearing UPSC. And when I talk about those students who work in MNC companies to 2 to 3 hours, 2 to 3 years, and after they decided to this job is boring, and I will try to other sector like UPSC, state PCS. It shows that they have confidence. That's why they resign MNC company and a big package, and so it shows youths are confident. And so that's why I'm also confident, because I know that I know my potential, and after completing BTech I can get a good package. It not like a huge 40 lakh 50 lakhs, but I can get a good package through which I can survive our life. So this is all about us.
Hello everyone. Hello. Have a delightful morning to one and all present here. Good morning. This side Shilpi Vishwakarma, and today I have the pleasure to be a part of on a very interesting debate. And the debate is, today's youth are confident or confused. So as I am part of today's youth, I strongly believe that today's youth is more confused as compared to confident. As you know guys, today's youth of any country is its greatest resource. They are the dreamers of tomorrow. They create new world which is going to come, and if they are getting confused, then how will they represent their country? Let me give you some basic facts that in India there are 70% of the population whose age less than 40%, and the 350 million youth whose age between 15 to 29. So if you can imagine that how important youths for any country, if they are getting confused, if they are not in a right path, then how will they create a new world? So this I am going to highlight some basic facts that why and how the today's youth get confused. So first thing is that the lack of confidence. Today's youth are getting confused because they don't have that much confidence to decide their goal, to decide their career objective. They don't have that much clarity to decide their goal. As you can see that so many students, when they are in 10th standard, 12th standard, they don't able to decide their stream, that which stream is suitable for him and her. And second reason is that the rigid education system. Let me give you one example. One of my brother who wants to take admission in Central University, and he wants to take admission in bachelor's degree as a Chinese language, but he didn't achieve the 60% marks which is compulsory for taking admission in any universities. So he didn't achieve that much marks, and he is not able to take admission on that universities. But now he is doing some job, and he is earning some handsome amount of salary. So this is the reason that our education system get us confused. And the second reason of mine, as I know, the family pressure. Today's family and today's parents are forcing their parents to comparing their parents to other children's. They are comparing that if someone's child is doing engineering and MBA, then you have to also do this kind of things. So this is the reason. And the fourth reason of mine is the financial problem. As you can see, the rural area, that whose youth who comes from rural area, who didn't able to that much, he didn't have that much financial support. So how can he
in admission in higher colleges. How can he do study in higher colleges? So that is the main reason. And last but not the least, I want to include that I want to say to parents especially that don't compare your children with other one, because everyone, if someone comes in this country, in this world, then everyone has their own talent and or has their own perception. So don't compare your children with other ones. So that's all about it.
Literally, I am grateful to my mentor who has given me this wonderful opportunity to be on the stage and have some words regarding today's youths are confident or confused. But I am on the aspect of today's youths are completely confident. Why? Because nowadays we can see that a number of youths, a number of students who are doing good in almost every sector, may it be a study, may it be a sport, may it be entertainment purpose like dance, music and other talent shows. We can see a number of youths who shows their extraordinary talents, and they are competing with their experts as well, because earlier it was like that we were unable to compete the experts, but nowadays the growing youths are competing the youths, means the growing youths are competing their experts. And we have other examples like in today's world we can see that a lot of YouTubers are there who don't need any technical degrees. They don't need any computer related degrees to become an YouTuber or to affiliate marketing or to run web pages. Despite this, they are doing very well in the field of internet. So we can say that, and at the same time they are learning a lot. So we can, and they are able to purchase those things which they like. So we can say that yes, the today's youths are completely confident. And earlier what happened, we have seen that a lot of youths are like that who don't pay attention to their personality. They don't like to build their muscles. They don't want to be a bodybuilder. But nowadays it becomes very easy for the youths to become a bodybuilder. They go to the gym regularly, as well as they attend the English classes.